Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, y'all. We do this every Monday through Friday. You already know what time it is. Today's one of my most favorite days because I like the traffic. Pun intended. Shout out to the beautiful, the one and only, the most beautiful actress I know right now. She was unable to make it, so Brittany stepped in for her. Brittany, how you doing?
I'm here.
Being very demurable. Yeah.
I made it.
Chanie saved you on you going for that straw like that. She cut real quick.
I don't care. Chanie already know. She knew when I walked in.
Your mic is not on. Chanie.
She heard me when I walked in.
It can't.
I just really don't understand the purpose of the Met Gala.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, ask
Okay,
ChatGPT.
but who do you think was best dressed, though?
For what?
I like Zendaya. Zendaya was fly.
Zendaya.
She paid.
Bicycle Dado.
She paid homage to Diana Ross, but Diana Ross was fly in her day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's Diana Ross. I did not know. I never knew Diana Ross could really sing.
What you thought she was?
I thought she was just a pretty face that was put in place.
Got to use what you got to get what you want.
Ooh, that's what they always say. But if that's the case, yep. So the Met Gala, I don't know. Ask ChatGPT.
I mean, I don't understand. I guess it's to raise money.
Yeah.
Or just because celebrities don't have nothing else to do.
I think because celebrities don't have nothing else to do, but let's ask ChatGPT. Okay.
Because don't they just walk
Hey, Robert.
strip?
Hey, Robert.
He actually named his ChatGPT.
That's crazy.
Hey, Robert.
And it's a guy.
Hey there.
Oh,
I'm here. What can I do for you?
Why you change Siri voice?
What is the reason for the Met Gala?
It's to promote.
The Met Gala, also known as the Costume Institute Gala, is an annual fundraising event
Told
for the
you.
benefit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in New York City. It's a major fundraising event that helps support the museum's Costume Institute, which is dedicated to the preservation, study, and exhibition of historical and contemporary fashion. The event is also a high-profile social gathering, where celebrities, designers, and other influential figures gather to celebrate fashion and creativity. Each year has a different theme, and attendees often dress in elaborate outfits that reflect that theme.
Okay. So Robert, do they do cocaine in the bathrooms?
I'm here to provide helpful and respectful information.
Respectfully.
If you have any other questions or need information on a different topic, feel free to ask.
Just like a white guy.
Respectful information.
Thank
I
you,
like that. I like that response.
When did you name him?
Any more questions or need anything else, just let me know.
All right then. Hey Robert, get off my phone.
Hey, what's up? How can I help?
When did you name him
Bye,
Robert?
Robert.
Because this is really
I
a
told
thing.
y'all it had to be a fundraising event.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they pay so much money to go. And,
They probably do.
But they just kind of walk the strip and it seemed like they leave.
Yeah, well, Megan Thee Stallion, shout out to her. She gave us a little sneak peek on what they be doing inside of the Met Gala.
Oh, what they
Because
be doing?
everybody say that you can't bring your phone in there. A few people snuck their phones in to take pictures, videos. It really is just kind of like a little, yeah. No.
Well, when I
It's
went,
like a little event where you, of course, get, you know.
when I went down to Hollywood and see like how they do what they do, I wasn't impressed anymore.
I was weirded out. I was weird.
Yeah, because it was like, this is where they do the award shows and this is what they do. Like, it just wasn't impressive. And then Issa Rae really called them out when she went to the Emmys, and she was basically saying, like, they don't feed you anything. Like, they just give you, like, it
was cornbread and caviar.
But it's called Hollywood, which is the land of the make-believe. So we are all these people that believe, like, oh, once we get to Hollywood, we've made it, we've arrived, we've done this. And
whole time, no.
That's why Detroit people don't do good in Hollywood. They just don't, cause it be BS.
Yeah.
And then
I've come to realize, it's a lot of
even
that.
Oprah, like, they try to give us pizza. I don't know. And one,
pizza would be a slap in the
Well,
face,
they create this. They did give them pizza one night for one of the award shows. I can't remember which award show it was, but they did give them pizza.
Free?
Yeah, it was part of the event.
No,
but
I'm talking about was the event free?
No,
I
don't
then
think,
it should not be.
First of all, the awards to me, you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
So I feel like, are those really awards?
But the awards have a lot of extras and seat fillers, so it's like, is it really that grand
I'm
of an
saying,
event?
when you get a Grammy or if you get an Oscar, you have to pay for it.
I don't feel like you should. I feel like nominees should not.
But that's the thing. You have to pay for it. You pay taxes on it. That's what they don't. Those are the things that they don't tell you. That's why people go broke. They don't tell you. Even they broke down like the NFL salaries, and NBA salaries, and how they get paid, and what it, like that's why they go broke.
It's in portions. It's not all at once that they.
No,
get.
it's not that. It's not that it's in portions. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay agents. You got to pay managers. You got to pay all of these people.
And you got to pay the fees of each organization.
And then they have to pay dues.
Yeah.
That's how they get insurance.
Take it out my money. I was just like,
but I'm saying like they pay dues, so like it's nobody really gets the real gist of what really happens in the industry, and everybody's trying to make it.
But that's but that's almost like real life, though. You don't know the gist of life, right?
Yeah, they don't teach you on purpose.
Well, they definitely don't teach you on purpose. However, in America, period. However, that's just. Anything that's American based has American culture in it, so I'm not surprised at nothing that no league, no anybody do.
Yeah, all of it. I mean, I watched a video with what was happening over in China, and the kids are like 5 and 6, and they know how to make eggs and sausages, and they know how to knit. It's like, man,
they're learning something year round.
And guess what? They're not afraid of bugs.
No, it's not that they're learning something year round. Like they're learning life skills.
Right, but I'm just saying their schools are year round, so they don't take breaks. So,
but they learning about life. Which break do you need to take?
Break be like half a day.
I mean, if you know how to cook at 6, you ain't got to worry about your parents cooking for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like you know how to. They're learning life skills. This is why they're always relevant to me. That's why they know how to do so much.
Yeah, like
our kids.
What's that?
Well, I just watched a snippet with Cam Newton and oh my goodness, from the Nation of Islam. I can't think of his name right now, but he's under Minister Farrakhan. I can't think of his name, but he was basically saying that, you know, white people put their kids in sports to get the principles out of it, and we put our kids in sports hoping that it's going to change their lives and go to the league.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I mean, it's so sad to where we replicate our oppressors' habits without knowing their intentions. You feel me? It's crazy. Like, shout out to people who would ride with me on this Clubhouse the other day.
Clubhouse still exists?
Yeah.
Who's listening?
I mean, it's a lot of people who just call, who tap people in.
Oh,
it ain't a big deal no more.
I was in the Clubhouse for 1 month and got out. I didn't want to be in that club no more.
Something about just like flashing heads. But shout out to people like Jay-Z was able to do that. He did those things. You know what I mean? So that was dope. People like Beyonce was able to get on the Clubhouse because they didn't have to dedicate by setting up prop, worry about how they look. And but they participated. But anyway,
that's good.
People don't only get angry when you hit their core. You feel me?
Well, I was angry today. You didn't hit my core.
Well, whoever hit your core, thank God for him.
That's why it works.
Probably is.
It's only Wednesday.
Brittany.
No, go finish what you have to say. Don't make me mad.
That's what says only Wednesday.
Why Brittany like one of the girls in a 90s R&B group?
Good.
She do
Just kicking it.
You ain't even do it right.
Okay, how you do it?
I don't want to.
Finish
your story.
Look, stop it.
What is your story?
Mom's like, focus.
He's from shout out to the Clubhouse and what they did in the Clubhouse.
Yeah, and shout out to Jay-Z.
Beyonce in the Clubhouse.
Yeah.
What happened in the Clubhouse?
What happens in the Clubhouse stays in the Clubhouse.
Okay,
yeah, that's what they think.
I don't care about the Clubhouse.
But no, seriously, so
yeah, I don't.
Back to the point. When you tell the truth and you hit their core, they have no other choice but to really tell the truth after that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Yeah, I mean they do. Like
most people go into hiding.
Well, America has been found out. And that's really what the problem is. Not in scraping and scrambling, trying to get it together, because America has been found out. They've been robbing, stealing, killing.
Shout out to Michael Evans on Good Times. America, he been saying things.
America just didn't been found out.
He been saying things like that. And he said, "Mama, if we black people in America and they stole America," he was like, "Why they call it the founding fathers?"
Like, America just basically has been found out. I just seen something that said by 2034, 9 to 5 jobs are pretty much going to be almost extinct.
Sure.
Like, people are going to be freelancing.
Yeah, nobody want to work now.
Well, no, that's
almost kind of scary.
Being under rule and thumb is going to be hard.
Because America has been found out.
That's only 9 years from now.
Yeah, that's what it's actually pretty.
What you just say?
It's pretty scary if you put it in retrospect. Like, that's because, like I said, America has been found out.
Yeah, I mean, we're going off of some rules and laws that were set in 1776. 1776.
You wasn't even here.
I was a while ago.
Thank you, Gigi, because he definitely been bothering me today.
Good morning,
what did Gigi
Gigi.
say?
Quit pissing my friend off. Because you definitely did that today. I've been in the car for 2 hours.
Clock it.
I don't want to talk
I'm clocking your coffee. But this goes, ladies and gentlemen, this goes
What
out.
is that smell?
What?
It smells like barbecue.
I wish I had some.
Oh, that's probably from the smell from the freeway.
Oh, it might have.
Oh, try it.
I'm like, that'll do
I'm
it.
deeply disturbed. Go on. I'm disturbed.
It's okay, that'll do it. I wish that it was that time, because now was around the time where I would want lunch.
Why are you disturbed? Because it's really the trash.
The smell is bothering me.
Because it's not breakfast.
Okay. Sitting in the car for 2 hours didn't bother me. It's hot up in here. That's bothering me. I am bothered today.
You hot and bothered.
I'm bothered.
No.
I'ma just. It was not meant. You see, that was God. It was not meant.
You ain't gonna get rid of the
He was like, I tried. God was like, no.
Not today.
God hit me on the back of my neck with that sandal real quick.
She said, give me the badum-dum.
Miles, nobody ever says that to you. Nobody ever says that.
Give me the badum-dum.
Nobody says that.
They call it a dongalong. Anyway, so listen.
See, this why they give it.
Too soon. Okay. Hey, let's go on to the topic
Please,
of the day.
because I'm over the Met Gala. I'm over Miles, the Clubhouse. I'm over all of it.
Say everything.
When are you?
You are never bigger than the program.
Oh, that's true.
I am the program.
Damn, that's a good one. And you know,
My name be printed on the
the
program.
crazy part, the first time I heard something like that was a white guy on stage. You know, I really don't listen to white people talking.
Oh, Gigi said you was here in 1776. That's how you know.
Yeah.
Gigi,
He was the founding father.
One of the founding fathers.
Oh. Continue.
What them fans at? Where them fans at?
Anyway,
Okay.
y'all crazy. Y'all retarded. I seen a man doing the fan like that.
I don't think, listen, fellas,
gay.
if y'all
Okay.
have y'all fans, get in the line and do the line dance.
You bet not.
Nobody
You bet
does it
fucking
better
not.
than Miss Shirley anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Miss Shirley.
The
That
little
little
girl
girl
that
done
does
been
it.
here before.
And everybody hating on her. Leave that little girl alone.
She been here before?
She's 4 and she does the dance better than half of
her
the
rhythm
grown
gives she's
people.
been here before.
Her attitude gives she's been here before.
It's just people has just had
They
mixed
mad because she does the
reviews.
little hip part.
They say
and
she's
she
too
going
grown.
around. They say she's too grown, and I'm like,
Too grown?
She's 4.
Too grown.
Oh,
No,
Like-
she just has a lot of rhythm at the age of 4.
Yeah, just moving her body too grown is what people saying. Other
But
people's
we
like,
did
I
it.
love her. Oh, she's so cute.
But the only people who look at it like that, I think, are perverted people.
Yeah.
Because I don't look at her nothing but as a little girl that's just dancing.
yeah.
So if you're
Well-
looking at it saying, "Oh, she moved her body too grown,"
And that's crazy
You're
that
perverted.
everything is
Not really.
over sexualized
Yeah,
though. So
If you're like a father, would look at it differently.
but her daddy ain't saying nothing.
Is her daddy next to her?
I don't know if that's her daddy or not, but
I
he
don't
must
know.
be a father figure. But my dad saw the video. He was like, "Oh, she's cute." That's all he said.
Yeah, but when it's your daughter, it's gonna be a different
No, but I'm
story.
saying like
different.
it's cute because she's so little,
Right.
Doing this little dance, so it's just cute.
yeah,
but,
but people over sexualize
people
things.
are making it bigger than what it's like.
Yeah.
She's a
I need to see
kid
it.
because
she's a little baby.
More so, people was like,
Let it-
"Oh, she's starting young. She getting groomed. Stop,
Let
stop
a
letting."
girl dad be the judge of that, please.
Well, I mean, first of all, she's absolutely adorable.
I mean, if she's doing it, he.
I don't know.
I don't know their family dynamic,
I don't know it either,
but
I really can't trust y'all judgment because
I'm about to show you.
y'all.
and we can trust yours.
Right
That's the one.
here we go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't been a judge in so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shirley.
You see it?
She's cute.
Isn't she doing? That's all she's doing. They keep talking about the one. Look, she's 4.
I get it, but I also get what other people are saying.
She's 4.
I can see both sides.
But my thing is she's 4.
You know,
like,
I take it like if women say something, they jealous because they can't do it. That's
yeah,
one.
that's all I'm
That's what
saying.
people be saying. I can see it both ways just because how society is.
But the thing is, I don't.
You don't
want to
look at things like that.
I pray for the little munchkin because I
Yeah.
don't want anybody, because she's in the industry, so I
Yeah,
don't want
that's
anybody
what
to
I'm
prey
saying.
on the munchkin.
I don't think
pretty
that
sure-
people
I'm
just
pretty
want
sure
to look
she's
at it like that, but
fully
it's people
protected.
out there
She's
that
very much protected,
are sick.
and that's what I love about it. But when they say certain things, it's like, you guys are perverted. She's a baby. She's dancing. We danced. We shook our butt and hula hooped and did all the same things, and it was nothing.
I guess the only
Brittany,
difference is
you
we
ain't
didn't go
shake no butt.
viral.
No, we wasn't going viral.
That was the
but we
thing.
was popping
Yeah.
and twerking and
It
doing
was
all types
definitely
of stuff.
popping
Brittany,
back
you
then. The
wasn't
crybaby.
Brittany, you was not twerking.
The
Okay, the
crybaby.
crybaby, hip
Oh,
rolling.
Brittany,
Shut up. Yes, I was.
Austin was a time.
Okay,
The
hip
chicken,
rolling.
yeah.
Godzilla was playing. Like, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Like, we were doing that.
When somebody got their hands
Okay, we
right.
use the hands and then you was on your tippy toes with it. And your voice is going up. You doing the elevator going up and down. Like, come on.
Listen, I
We
used to be
did
a
it.
part of that era.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we did it.
Cut all that. Hey, viewers. Go,
You're
y'all.
discretion.
No, I'm just saying, like, we did it. So it's like,
I see you got your
But
belly.
it-
You got your
but-
belly out, Brittany. Show us.
But we were a
She had
little
her finger
older.
like, dun.
you said what?
We were a little
You
older.
was popping at 6 and 7
But we
and
was
8.
a little bit
I watch my
older.
nieces dancing now.
I get it, but we were just a
can't.
tad bit.
I be looking like y'all ain't
She
from this
cannot
side of.
dance
They
now.
can't.
But
They
she
be like,
can.
look,
She's
look,
4.
Look, auntie, look, mom, look. And
Girl,
they do
they
something
be
crazy.
doing like,
It's
I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
are you talking about the?
No, the what's the anxiety?
Oh, now I like that too.
Anxiety, like, no.
Oh, I like that too. Shout out to Doechii.
I'm just saying, like, she's dancing. Leave the baby alone. I very much I pray for the little munchkin because I don't want nobody to get her, but she's so cute. She's 4. Leave her alone.
She is.
Let her live her life. And
It's the innocence of kids.
The innocence for me.
She don't even look at what she's doing is like that, but it is some sickos out here.
But the crazy part is her mother's been recording her since she was like 2. And she's been dancing since she was 2. Like, the baby can just dance.
She's 2 years in the game.
The baby can dance.
Yeah.
Leave her alone. She dance better than Miles. And walks better than Miles.
And she has a rhythm like
boots.
Miles.
Okay,
because them boots ain't the
her boots on the ground. The baby getting endorsements. She's in an interview. Yeah. Like, that baby
what I will tell you is that the cowboy boots is not like Crocs, ladies and gentlemen.
Your feet was in them, huh?
I had to definitely size up because I wasn't sure how cowboy boots ran.
They kind of fit narrow.
Yeah, that's why I sized up. I ain't got time. I don't got time.
Miles is so jealous.
So you are never bigger than the program.
Never.
When in life have you felt like maybe you were bigger than the program?
No, I'm going to say I've seen the way
it kind of backfired or
well.
Bigger than a program and it backfired.
I could give you a personal experience with podcasting. Making moves.
Tread lightly. No, I'm just saying.
Wanted to move and open up Atlanta.
You thought you was bigger than
the program. Like the program said, get this started off the ground and heavy first, and lay the foundation, and after that, everybody start coming anyway. So that's what the Lord told me.
That's what he told you.
It's like the guy was trying to talk to you in that traffic jam, but you wasn't trying to.
Sure wasn't, and I sure told him I don't want to hear this. I don't care what this is. I ain't trying to learn this lesson today. We can talk about it later. When I wanted to talk last night, you didn't. Now you want to talk. No, definitely said that.
God, when I wanted to talk yesterday,
now you want to talk. Now you want to have a conversation
because
I don't feel like
I would say this.
I don't feel like that.
Don't let the traffics in life go by. And
Miles, go on with all of that. You taking me back to the car, and I don't feel like that.
He's like, I'm tired.
Look, when you had a standstill.
And not only that, I had to park on the other side. Leave me alone.
Say, that's not cool.
At the building? Yeah, that's bad. That's terrible. Okay, at least you were smart enough to go. Did you go through the other side door? Or did you walk all the way around and come through?
No, I went through the other door.
Okay, you see, you're smart.
Miss Heather said a better line of sight is who and what is influencing her. What are the images affirming her?
So what's affirming you?
She talking about the baby. Lariah. Miss Shirley.
Miss Shirley. I agree with her. It all depends, but she's a very cute girl.
Oh, she's adorable.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at what Cal said. I didn't see that. He like wild to ask grown men to dance with a fam.
That's kind of wild.
Listen,
Calvin, that's rough work.
I just feel like it's a line dance. Why is it only gender neutral? I mean, why can't it be gender
honestly,
neutral?
I don't think I would want to see a man with a fan.
I don't know. It's a fan.
You know what, Chanie? You got me thinking.
I think it's okay.
Don't think.
It's okay for. Now that's a line dance. I really don't think I would want to see men doing.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't really like what men do to me.
A man that is truly okay in his masculinity will be able to add his own swag to it, or
I think some line dances are really just for the women.
He ain't gonna be tooting it up with the fam.
So you want him to?
That's what I say. I don't think he gonna be tooting it up, but he can just have his little
Chanie.
You know,
Chanie,
or maybe when the women do, he can be like, something.
I think some line dances are just for the women, and some dances are just for the men, and that's just how I look at it. I don't want my man out there with them fans at. I'm sorry.
He has to add his own swag. Like, I don't know.
First of all,
you're also cool with men wearing purses.
It's not a purse.
It's a purse.
A satchel.
That is a
satchel.
Sounds like The Hangover.
Well, I put it like this.
So should men wear Glamaholics?
No, that's where I cross the line.
Why? Because of the brand?
It's not gender neutral. That is a black owner,
and
that specifically made material and products for women.
No,
she don't even have a men collection. But I was okay when Forever 21 and Fashion Nova has for men. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think men should be wearing Glamaholics.
Yeah, no, because she don't have a men's section. Now, if she did open up and expand the men's section,
but you want men to have a fan. Like,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
She about swag.
I know
it wouldn't
that
be
they're not-
swag, but it would rhyme with another word. You know what I mean?
You know,
That's exactly what it'd be.
Not too much.
I'm not into men wearing purses.
Me either. Carry your wallet. But if you do have like your charger and other things like that, a little satchel.
That's why you have a hoodie on like a man and put your hoodie in your hoodie pouch.
At 80 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't see why a man needs a purse. Why does a man need a purse?
At that point, it wouldn't be a purse, but I guess essentially, if
it's up here like that,
if it's anything in addition, it'll be to carry things that he just
like
couldn't
what?
loosely have in his pocket.
Like what?
Well, I'm not a guy, Miles. What y'all be carrying?
Nothing.
They don't carry anything.
Somebody call in.
So you want your man to do this and then pull out his CarMax? Like, no.
And then he do like this.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's really gay.
Because what y'all not about to do is paint this picture. Like,
that's the only.
These are the type of people that I like.
You do.
Listen,
like you want your man to.
I don't, but it's a.
Oh, it is.
No, I don't.
Now that's why I work.
But you said you wanted to wear a purse.
I didn't say. I said that if they do have a satchel.
The only time a man needs a
I'm
backpack
not
is if he's a father.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only time,
or he's going on a trip. Otherwise, bro, he don't need all that.
Thank you for breaking it
just
down.
the wallet.
Because that's what your purse is for. That's why we carry big purses.
Well, it's not
to put
too
their
much.
things in our purse.
It's not too much getting in that.
Well, you need to get a bigger purse.
I was gonna say all I got is my
to answer Calvin's question. That's why we like big purses, so we can put y'all stuff in there.
Big purses go sneak food.
Back to, are you bigger than the program?
I do like it when we go to the movies.
Right.
Get a little snacky pool.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Gigi said men does the line dances. They do it very differently, though. Very masculine, slightly Kappa-like.
Thank you, Gigi.
Well, the Kappa's gay.
We right here.
Wait a minute now. You ain't gonna disrespect the
all
Kappas.
of my fellow Scorpions really be right here with
and
me.
y'all all be in Lululand.
No, because that's what I said. If the guy has his own little, if he have his own little swag and he has his masculinity to it, it's gonna look good when he do. You're gonna be like, that man look good doing that line.
So you want him to get out there and where them fans at? Where them fans?
Okay, let's
you want your man to do that?
Let's leave the tooting out. We can leave the tooting out.
How about Jay-Z come on get them B?
First of all, Gigi, Kappas are just a totally different breed. Shout out to the Kappas.
I'm okay with
and they shimmy.
I'm okay with the Kappa, the dog.
Don't you do it?
That's what. See, he can have his little fan like.
No.
I wish I would have a damn fan. My fans is my daughter.
Shout
my
out to
daughter is my big fan.
That 8 though. That's my fan.
In the alphas. I love the Kappas and the alphas.
Yeah, but I think Gigi didn't get what I'm saying. Y'all trying to make it seem like the man is a certain type of way because he wanna.
I don't think he's a certain type of way. I just don't want my man out there tooting up his booty.
He not gonna be tooting.
In that case, he's not bigger than the program.
That's yeah.
True.
That's true.
But going back to the question, I don't think that I'm bigger than the program, but I do think that I should be effective in the program.
I definitely do feel like that because
that's how I look at it.
Because my thing is, if you're not effective, why enroll in the program?
You should be effective in the program.
Yeah. And then you can ask where them fans at.
Exactly.
And I think you should have value in the program.
Definitely.
But I do feel like if I'm not a part of the program,
yeah, you got to host.
It should fall apart without me.
He's like, that's how you know I was effective in the program.
No, but I've learned and I've seen certain things. Like I know how to. I usually leave before it's about to go to destruction.
You do, and have a pretty good gauge of that.
I've seen things like, okay, I see where this is going, and I know how to get out of it before I know it's about to fall. That's a gift.
Yeah,
that's a gift. You know, Mom, that's what I wanted to ask you before we started because I was so rudely interrupted here while I was trying to get here this morning, but somebody messed up my morning. Anyway,
say the ritual.
What do you think is the difference between the gift and the talent? Because I feel like people are kind of confusing the two.
A gift is natural. It's natural. No one has taught you. You know what I mean? You just automatically know how to do it.
So what do you think a talent is?
Some form that you are directed into. Like you might have a small potential in it. But somebody say, "Oh my God, you can draw a little bit. Let me do this." Here,
So you think that's a talent?
And then you grow fond of it, and then it starts.
So then, what would a skill be?
The same. It's just.
I feel like something that's learned.
I mean,
A skill.
Yeah.
So you feel like a talent could be learned?
I think you can learn more into it because, like Miles said, you grow into it.
Well, see, I'm asking because so if you can sing, that's a gift, or is that's a natural gift?
Yes.
Was that you?
That was me.
Oh, I thought that was a school bell.
Because I'm trying to think. I was like, that'll kind of be a talent, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you can take singing classes and grow into it.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about naturally. Like
you can just naturally sing, nothing.
Yeah, so some people that can naturally sing. Like Patti LaBelle is one of those people who can.
So you think like
sing.
singing and dancing and all those
and
are gifts?
And maybe her talent was the petty pies.
All of them can
See what I'm saying?
all of them can fall in the category, right? As being gifted and talented, right? However, talented people know how to pick up on a lot I feel like a gift is something that you give someone. Oh, yeah, God gave it to you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you give it to others. Like I feel like if you're getting a gift, like if you have a gift, I feel like people should people should receive something from your gift.
I mean, they do. They get the enjoyment of knowing people. Like honestly, there hasn't been nobody like Prince in a while. The closest you'll get to somebody like Prince is what Alex Pack was his name. The one with the big teeth with Bruno Mars.
What about her? You
don't
feel like
play
her?
Bruno.
Her know how to play the drums and a guitar.
Her is very talented.
Her, she can play other instruments.
Okay.
Yeah, she can play other instruments.
Her is like the R&B new version of Prince.
I can understand why Prince let her open up his set for the tribute they did.
No, she did. She did do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her is. I would say she was like a female version of a Prince.
Yeah, for us now, because ain't nobody else doing it. No shade, no tea.
You know who's a very talented person in our local area?
Well, so
Crystal P.
Yeah.
Crystal P can play the saxophone.
Well, see, I feel like all of those
one-woman show.
That's all talent. Because, like, for me with Michael Jackson, like, people would say, like, his gift was performing and all of that, but I think his gift was knowing how to bring the people together.
Yeah, because he
right?
did both.
Because that's what... but his talent was that he can sing and dance, right? But his gift that he gave to people was he brought people together. Like, so that's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
all races.
Like he brought people together.
Well, I won't say all races. I won't say that.
Who did he bring together?
Of course,
his family. But first of all, his family.
He wasn't responsible for that. They was responsible for them.
Come on, fellas, stop arguing.
Well, with that voice, I probably wouldn't listen to it. However,
but I'm just saying, like when I look at a gift, that's what I look at, like a gift, like something that people
that's
receive.
Another perspective I never looked at.
Yeah,
never looked at like that.
And I feel like the other things are your talents that help.
Your talents
that helps the gift does what the gift do. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Anyways,
I'm not about to play with you. Thanks, Gigi. Yeah, I know that. I didn't want to say it, Gigi, but thank you.
What'd she say?
Stay off them.
Nothing. She's talking to me. She's not talking to you.
I'm like, not that one.
Okay. Anyway,
what I'm fans of.
Well, your ass said Gigi.
And the people in the comments, like, what do you guys think like a gift or a talent is? I'm interested to know. Because some people think like, oh, I know how to talk. That's my gift. That might be a talent.
I think that that's a gift though, because everybody don't know how to effectively communicate or deliver a message.
Oh god damn!
I'm just saying, you could literally be in the same room with two different people and hear two different things based on delivery.
But it's also on the receiver too. So it's like with how you receive.
It ain't on us. Just be open. Show up and be open.
I don't like your attitude. I'm saying this.
It's the hair. It's the hair.
So you think that's what it is? Just show up.
It's the hair. When people get their hair done, they be feeling themselves.
It's that bitch get off me type of feel I'm getting right now.
I'm not that.
Whoa, back above me.
Back above me.
He's like, back above me. Back above.
I mean, I guess I was just, and the reason why I thought about this because we're talking about are you bigger than the program, and some people believe like their gift and their talent sometimes can be bigger than the program.
I mean, sometimes it can be like again thinking about.
So what?
Okay, we'll just cut me off again.
Definitely cut you off
because it just came to me.
It's the hair.
It just came to me because a gift would that be something that would just be effortlessly Like you do effortlessly.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I think it's very effortless.
I think that's something.
But I think it's something that people get from you.
I'm gonna knock the shit out you too.
But we cut you off because we had a good point. I don't always
okay, go on, Miles. Go on. What's your gift?
I don't always have them, so I gotta
knock
get
y'all the hell out. No, I believe that when I hear give, I just think God giving. Right. I never looked at it from your perspective, which is kind of dope. I said kind of, so don't get big-headed.
Mm-hmm. I'm bigger than the program.
I was like, I got a point. I got a point.
Well, because a lot of people now, right, I think so many people think that they are bigger than the program in today's world. Like, I don't need this, I don't need that. You know, I think that's just a lot of the mindset, right?
That's why they get humbled quick.
She called me cute.
Life definitely gonna humble you. But I think so many people are in pursuit of, oh, what's my gift? What's my purpose? What's this? What's that? And it's like, well, you keep saying this God given. I think some people don't understand like what gifts are and what talents are, and I think some people are confusing like, oh, just because you're talented, that doesn't mean that you're quite gifted in that area.
Sure, I tell people all the time I'm gifted and anointed.
Yeah, because some people think they're similar, so that could be probably an issue.
Taking anointing can go a little deeper too, right? Because do you know what the anointing does?
No, explain it to us, please.
Well, if you're going spiritually, the anointing breaks yokes.
Right.
So if you're anointed, you should be coming to change something and break something. Mm-hmm. Okay. But I'm just saying, I just want to get that one cleared up.
Let the people know. So y'all know I am gifted and anointed. I break things the hell up all the time.
Here we go.
I'm saying
you're still not bigger than the program.
No, I'm not bigger than God, but what I am bigger than is some snot-nosed kid like you telling me what to do, Brittany.
One, I don't have snot in my nose. But yes, I am a kid to you.
Wow.
But I am.
Speaking of kids, answer the phone. Maybe,
I was just about to say, speaking of kids.
I'm sorry. Caller, you on there.
Good morning.
I'm so glad you cut him off, Shan. Somebody needs to cut his behind off.
Oh, thank you, Gigi. And hey.
What's going on, Gigi?
I would unplug this damn phone. I would just unplug this phone.
Now everybody be thinking of Gigi birthday all the time.
I know they probably do. I was just chiming in on the gift versus talent conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think or feel like a gift, like a talent is something that you could be taught. Like a talent is something you could be taught. But a gift is something that's naturally, like along the lines of what Brittany said, is like something that somebody receives from you. So like you're able to affect people in a different way. So when I think about it and I think about singers, it is some singers where they're able to like move a room or move a crowd. When I think about like maybe like gospel in the gospel industry, it's a difference between those that are in the gospel industry that are talented, like they're just there because they know they can make money in that industry and they can sing, versus people that are redemption or true worship, and take them to another place or is moved by the Holy Spirit. So that's what I think between gifted and talent, because you're able to, people are receiving something different that's able to move them or provoke them in a different way, versus a talent where you're just good at something or something that was taught. Like you're a good dancer. You're a good dancer, but then there's Chris Brown, that he's gifted.
Then there's him. No, I like that breakdown.
And then there's him. You know what I'm saying? Or Usher, like he's still like he in his 40s, almost 50s, still moving like he's 16. You know what I'm saying? And like they're gifted in that area versus other people like Sierra. Like you can dance, you can keep it. Like I mean, and I don't even mean to point people out like that.
No, I get it.
That are dancing, like okay, and you're able to be taught, and you can do that well, especially in speaking too, and motivational speakers. When you're good at your craft, some people are just talented in learning how to speak and communicate well, and they have a great marketing team. But those that naturally are very motivational or prompt you to actually move or make change, that's something different. So
okay, I don't like your attitude either.
No, she said it.
Like a gift
is something that people get from you, like Whitney Houston. when you heard her voice, baby.
That's true.
Definitely.
Probably gonna tear up.
Baby, when you heard that voice, not that voice, but even like
that.
Yeah,
We
even
gonna get
kids
canceled.
that don't even know who Whitney Houston is, like I could put that on for young people, and kids be like, "Whoa, who's that?"
Yeah, even
you know
dogs
like,
sing to that. I'm not trying to be funny, but they
What?
know.
even dogs sing to
I know.
it.
I heard Gigi sing.
You know
I
what?
know.
Did you just call Gigi?
That is
not be disrespectful to Gigi.
And I'm not gonna be rude or disrespectful today. I'm gonna keep it cute.
Thank you,
Goodbye,
Gigi.
guys.
Thank you, Gigi. Thanks for
Goodbye.
calling, Gigi.
Gigi, I love you.
Yeah, she hung up on you.
Okay, got a black.
Dang, she golly.
She's like, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Well, Gigi broke it down,
Yeah.
so she understands.
I
that
think
you're giving
that's
the talent.
yeah. You see, no shade, no tea, but the delivery was good on it, and I understood what she was saying.
Her hanging up on me was good.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
great.
It was perfect.
And also her breaking down the difference and using real life examples. So that was good for you. Because I know you like examples, so that helped. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because you don't never give me any. Every time I ask Chanie, give me an example. I can't give you none right now.
Because you be one on the spot. Just let me
Because
think
you
first.
got to make a point, and then you need to make a point.
The point was made without the example. The example was just extra.
You got to show your work.
I used to hate
You
that.
gotta show your work. I
used
hated
to
that.
hate that so bad because if I got the answer,
That's when I felt bigger than the program.
It don't
When I was in
matter.
school, it's like, I got the right answer, so what do you mean? Yeah, but
Yeah.
how did you get it? It doesn't matter
It
how
don't
I got the
matter.
answer. I got the right answer. Yeah.
I used to hate that.
I'm bigger than the program when it came to the stuff like that in school.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for it.
And now spinning the block back to the kids. Speaking of school, do you think that kids think they're bigger than the program when it comes to curriculum?
Yes.
Teachers?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they
Dang,
kids.
Miles, what was that from The Color Purple?
Oh, Sophia home now.
That's wild work.
Yeah, I do.
The whole truth is she don't know shit about The Color Purple.
I know about the second one. They had the same characters.
No,
they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They definitely didn't.
They minus some, but they had the same.
What was you about to say, Miles?
Give us a call 810-560-0658. I really want to know other people's opinion on what's going on, what we talking about.
What, being bigger than the program?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people I know who be listening. They think they bigger than the program. I had a meeting yesterday with some guys, right? And it was pretty cool. One guy was really on his, this
I don't know what that means.
What I want. This is what I want. I know what I want.
Oh, okay.
And I said, no one in the podcast world knows what they want. I mean, no, they always say what they want, but they don't know what they need. So
This conversation sounds very familiar. Go on.
That'll do it.
Go on.
So anyway, as I was trying to explain to them, they were like, they was worried about what a spot looks like. Right?
What a spot.
Whatever the room they in looks
Oh, okay.
I said, it's really not about that. It's all about your conversation. And if you don't have nothing or interesting to talk about, no one's going to watch you anyway. You got the baddest set in the world. After they say, oh, that's a nice set, they clicking off.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're listening to most podcasts, they're usually talking about, if we're listening to most black podcasts, let's just specify it. They're usually talking about sex, relationships. That's it.
And that's what I was trying to explain.
Or the celebrities.
And so he went on to tell me what his vision is. I said, that's good. I said, not to knock your vision or anything, but first you have to have a running podcast to even get feedback to know which direction you're going into. And if you're just doing it for you,
So is it bad not to have a vision?
it's great to have a vision, but be open. Definitely open to change, because we all know what change is.
Now, vision is important. Now, vision is interesting.
Yeah. So I said,
Because some people have a God vision.
But wouldn't that change though?
And some people just have their vision.
right.
But wouldn't your vision change?
It all depends. So, like, hypothetically speaking, Helen Keller, I sent you the video about vision. Helen Keller was like, people miss out by looking.
She couldn't see.
Exactly.
Wasn't she deaf too?
She couldn't see. Yeah, she was deaf. She was deaf and
I
blind.
believe she was deaf as well.
Blind.
But Beethoven was also deaf.
Somewhat.
No, they say he was deaf. How he did the music, he felt the vibrations. He would do music with no shoes on.
Oh, okay. I never heard that one.
Well, you got to read.
I don't want to read about an old white man.
Well, I like Beethoven music, so.
Oh, like I was telling Chanie, whatever you like researching, that's what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
I don't like
But I do like Beethoven. I mean, and Beethoven I like Beethoven, actually. He's very relaxing.
Very, very what?
Relaxing.
Okay, there you go.
Shut up. But yeah, he would play with no shoes on to feel the vibrations and the chords.
I give him more credit.
He was deaf, yeah. And Helen Keller, I know she was blind, but I also believe that she was deaf as well. And then Frida,
I don't know.
You don't know, she is the Hispanic woman. God, I forgot her story too. But anyways. I'm going to stop reading. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Please don't do that, please. That's what make you attractive.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm just over here just talking.
No, at least you know.
Silence when I bring up books.
But
But
I trust you.
That's crazy though. That's a good one. Why is silence when I bring up books?
Well, if Tam was in here, Tam knows what I'm talking about.
Tam telling tales.
Because Tam likes to read history books. Now, I'm not going to take it that far.
Shout out to Tam.
Tam is...
Anyway, Helen Keller was saying how she see things, vision things, is around the corner. Mm-hmm. And people who actually have physical sight only see things what's in front of them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So...
But I don't think everybody has vision.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I think people have like what they want to see.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think everyone has vision. Because I honestly, I think vision does come from God. I think God gives you vision.
All day.
And I think when you have this idea of how you want things to be, I think that's why they don't work out that way, because it wasn't God given.
Ooh, say that.
Yeah. Where's my clap?
Clap the ice.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. God only knows why. But I'm just saying, if God doesn't give you, I feel like if He doesn't, if the vision doesn't come from Him, mm-hmm. I think that's why people switch the vision. If it doesn't come from Him, that's how I look at it. I don't know. Gigi said I like spiritual, financial, and business-based podcasts. Yes.
Oh, that's something different.
It's a few of us that get those. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a few of us that have those out here. But a lot of them kind of be the sex, drugs, and money and celebrities. And those are the ones I kind of turn off from those. It's no, I'm good. The men on men and women on women and us fighting each other and all of that. Those are some. Yes, thank you, Gigi. Somebody knows about Frida.
You didn't even know about her. Shit.
I did know. I just couldn't remember. I was trying to remember. I know she's Hispanic. She had the unibrow and one of her legs was shorter than the other, and she has a story. Oh, thank you, Gigi. Somebody else that reads.
That sounds like a gang member.
No, she had it was a movie that was done on her. Salma Hayek played the character, but I had studied her when I was in school.
Sammy Hayek with a unibrow?
Yeah, she had a unibrow in it. Yeah. Because the real Frida had a... Yeah, okay. All right. That's what Cinco de Mayo is. That's the Mexican Independence Day.
Oh, it was based on her?
No, but I'm just saying, people don't even know what Cinco de Mayo is. That's why they take it so seriously. That's their Independence Day.
Shout out to the dumbass people who was fighting. I'm so tired of now on my algorithms. I'm getting girls.
Well, stop watching it.
No, but girls fight. Girls fight.
Well, stop watching girls fight.
That's why I keep popping up on your algorithm.
Because guess what? It's about to be a girl fight.
Yeah. Shout out for the song.
I be waiting for a titty to come out. I be waiting for a titty to fall out, and it happens every time.
Gigi said expectation over vision. Yes, that's why because a lot of us don't have vision.
But that's why we messed up too. False expectations.
A lot of people with that Habakkuk 2:2. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I got on this today. Maybe because I need to speak to Jesus. When they say write the vision, write the vision and make it plain. It's not your vision. That's what people keep them. It's not your vision. It's His vision.
All day. That's
why some people write these visions and they ain't plain.
That's why I hate vision boards. When people I'm doing a vision board party, I said, for what? And they be like, because...
You know what?
Well,
them are effective.
Let's say they're effective, right?
To a degree, yes, right? And the reason why, because the law of attraction is effective. But the law of attraction is not at 100% true because it takes the power of God out of it.
Yes, very true.
Which is why it's dangerous. But that's another topic that I
No, it's not really another topic. But hold on, what was that topic again?
Well, I was talking about the law of attraction. And vision boards, because the wonderful thing about us as human beings, which is so beautiful in how God created us, is that we are designed to reproduce what we meditate on.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at if you make a vision board and you're constantly looking at something, you're going to reproduce it because you constantly meditate on it.
True.
So it does have effectiveness in that sense.
Endorphins going.
Yeah, but then it goes back to something. Remember when Will Smith was talking? You get all of these material things,
yes, and
you have no peace.
That's true.
That's true.
Right.
Very true.
So if you go biblically, where he says oh my goodness, I done lost my train of thought when it comes with it. But the blessing maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. Right? So if you're getting blessed and things are happening, but there's sorrow that comes with it, and that's how you know that it wasn't God. That's how you know that it was you. So that's part of your vision board and your law of attraction.
Knowing that if it was your vision or his vision.
So that's, I don't know where this came from.
Yeah, no.
You know where it came from. Say it. God.
But yeah, I'm talking about I don't know where it came from. Is me speaking on it is what I'm saying. We were talking about the program.
Yeah, but
I guess that is part of the program.
Yeah, because but a lot of people think they're bigger than the program by thinking they could just go off and do what the hell they want to do,
or thinking they can do it by themselves,
and they can't. There's nothing been done by themselves by one individual person. Adam couldn't even get it right, and he was the first one here.
Yeah.
He couldn't even finish naming the animals. God gave him one assignment. Then God was like, you know what? Take your punk ass to sleep. I need you need help.
Yeah.
You know
no, I don't like people that think that they can do it by themselves.
But I be telling people.
I think you start off by yourself though.
This is why I tell people we be living lies, right? And they said, Miles, how you gonna say that? I said, because Adam and Eve was right there before God and they lied.
Well, Eve didn't lie. Adam did.
Did she follow?
No, she didn't really open her mouth.
Yes,
Adam did all the talking.
Yeah, that's how y'all in the mind.
No, Adam did all the talking.
Oh.
Because he said, the wife that you gave me.
He was in sarcastic narcissism starting right there. Carly, you on the air.
Now we in my type of topic. So,
we already went through Easter, so we'll call you back when you rise again.
Please. Don't do that.
Hello.
I hate you today. So the word says that we make the plans, but God ordered our steps. So that is part of that goes in hand with making a vision and make it, writing a vision and make it plain. Like, although we have these plans, we have to allow God to order the steps. So that means that our plans are not going to go exactly how we want to. And the problem is that people want our plans to go exactly tit for tat, step by step, the way that we want it to go. However, if you are not in tune and have a real relationship in God and understand that it's not going to go exactly how you want to because we are human and He is God, He already knows the end before our beginning, then you will be upset every time because maybe the plan that you wrote, yes, it may be in alignment for what God has for you on the outcome, but how to get there and the way to get there is totally different than what you expected. And most of us, because we are human, expect the easy way out, where God has things for us that grows us in a process of getting to that outcome. So we have to be more focused and aligned and in tune with the journey versus the outcome. Shut up, Miles.
Oh.
Really rude.
Hey, Gigi, what'd you say again?
Oh, I should have just started playing music whenever you talk or lose your thought or whatever it is
Very
you're
much
trying to do when you old.
Gigi, that's my granddaughter. She look out for me a lot.
That's your great granddaughter, Miles.
Yes, that's what I just wanted to say, is that a lot of us are more focused on the outcome than the journey, because the journey is what actually prepares us to handle whatever result we're trying to get.
And you're right, because I'm more enthused by the journey.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm more like traffic.
I'm gonna tell you, the The journey I don't really like sometimes.
Yeah, I'm honest about the journey. Y'all can have it. I don't want it, but I'm going through it.
Here's what I learned. Here's what I learned about the
people be lying about that. The journey is so fun.
No.
For you.
No, listen.
The journey gets real.
Sure.
You can tell who been a Boy Scout or Girl Scout. But listen, I was a Boy Scout. So the journey was always important to me.
Good.
And guess what? I never got lost. I never got lost on none of my trips, right? Because I paid
But you've been lost in life millions of times.
He lost on the show.
He do be lost in thought.
Yeah. Ain't thinking about
you
nothing.
lucky, Gigi. I can't see your face because I would say something and I only would say it just to see how your face gonna break the hell up.
But to go back to it, yeah, sometimes the journey sucks, but then sometimes the journey is fun because once you get past certain things on the journey, you be like, dang, I should have enjoyed that part of the journey a little bit more.
Yeah.
When you look back in hindsight, you see like, oh yeah. But you also, when you look back, you also get to see where God is touching or protecting you in those moments, or how He was trying to bring you through.
Yeah.
So
there's a quote. I forgot I heard it from Darius Daniels.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
But no, where he said life moves forward, but it's understood backwards.
Oh, definitely. All day.
So you might not get it now, but once you keep moving, you'll understand why.
That's why Jay-Z said I'm so fast. You know what I mean? Okay.
Thank you. Always gotta say something about Jay-Z.
Because nobody said nothing about that man today.
Well, I did.
We talking about God, not Jehovah.
We're
not talking about him.
We're talking about the rap
Jay-Z
God.
must be your God.
No, Jay-Z is a rap God, and I know it need to be your God, Gigi.
You know what? Bye, y'all.
All right, Gigi. Thanks for calling. Because Miles is retarded.
Gigi, you gonna be the spokesman for edge control.
Thank you, Gigi.
What does that have to do with anything?
She tried to hurt me. I tried to hurt her back.
She has edges, though.
She knows when to leave the room.
She has edges.
I know. Gigi a beautiful woman.
That doesn't work.
Only if you look. Only if you look through a mirror backwards. Anyway, so
you would be still seeing you.
Wait a minute. What?
You thought
You said if you look through a mirror backward.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna see you.
You will.
No, but you'll see the demons behind you. Anyway, so
you'll see you.
But Chanie believes that you're gonna see you.
I don't know. But you think I'm gonna take
So you
advice from
see
Chanie?
you when you look in the rearview mirror?
That's back. No, that's not backwards.
Then what is it?
You know what? Hey, y'all, listen. Let's take our break right now.
What is the rearview mirror?
No.
Right now, we just bantering. Y'all watching the Rise of Ground
No,
show right here on podcast.
What is the rearview mirror?
I'm gonna show you on the next commercial break.
Do you see you on the side mirrors? I'm trying to understand how Chanie seeing herself. Sounds like the exorcism going on
Y'all
up here.
are funny.
Chanie, do you see yourself in the rearview mirror?
Can we go to break, please?
We are going to break, but I have a question. This is when we get off the air.
We are going to break.
Chanie, you see yourself in the...
She's like, how your car sell?
So I'm gonna be like Queen Latifah and these bitches set it off. I ain't risking my life for no $2,000. You got $1 million in the hood. Somebody gonna fuck around and rob that motherfucker. You see a bitch, then smack a bitch.
You? I promise. Pinky promise.
You wish you had something like me and your daddy.
I do wish I had something like y'all.
Mom, I'm pregnant.
Pregnant? How did that happen?
It's short around 6 to 8 weeks.
My parents just have something so special that I desire to have.
So you gonna tell your new man or your old man?
But she leaves a fucking note. A fucking note? Nigga, I just lost my mind. All she leave me is a note.
Ooh, I'll play.
Shit, I guess I'll play too then.
Lauren, come on.
No, I promised Marie I was gonna stop being messy.
Oh my God.
Is that Marie?
Nigga, you know my name.
Oh, you must be the ex, huh? My bad, bro, because last time I checked, she didn't even tell you about her baby.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough.
A stupid ass nigga.
Man, stop. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Bitch, stop talking to me. Marie, you are such a fucking hoe. Oh, now you want to slap me?
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
All men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair.
Hey, real quick, I know you guys are enjoying the show. Yes, we are always having a good time on the Rising Ground Show. But please, do me a favor. Go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Therefore, you can always be in tune with our live content and interact with us, be in the comments, and we can keep bringing dope, hot content to you. Now, we're going right back to the show.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, sounds dope. So listen, we're back on track. Thank you for watching the Rise of Ground Morning Show. We are talking about you are never bigger than the program, and that's when I think people need to fall in place. In any project, if you are not the leader, I think you should. If you're in a program, you need to entrust with who's leading the program, and go with the flow. And if you see some things that can obscure the vision of the program, speak up. You know what I mean? Don't let certain things just fall back because you emotionally feel a particular type of way. I figure if you step aboard a ship, when we go on airplanes, we are trusting that the pilot is in complete sanity. You know what I mean? He's a loving man or woman.
I saw Flight. I don't think that. I automatically assume Flight.
You automatically believe people drunk?
No, I pray before I go on.
Yeah, we put our trust in them, but they could be having a bad day in things too.
I saw Flight. I did. I saw Flight, and
you know what with Denzel?
Yes,
with Denzel.
I did, and I usually, speak to the pilot because they be right there,
right there, yeah.
And they always
because you always in first class.
No, when you walk on a plane, you see the pilots. They have,
pilots.
What are they? The steward? What are they? The flight attendants,
right?
Mm-hmm. And they, hi, how are you? How's it going? Mm-hmm. So I always come in. I always make sure I'm pretty to see where they are. Mm-hmm. It depends on which ones.
I love that.
Because all of them don't wear the same thing. And then
with the guy that showed up in the jogging suit,
they at least be comfortable.
And then I, I kind of look in and kind of peek and see how they looking, what they doing, because I saw Flight.
Yeah.
So ever since I've seen that movie,
so what have you seen voodoo? So have you seen voodoo heads and stuff and beads?
I'm getting off.
I'm gonna go ahead and head on out.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off.
Yeah, y'all can have it.
But that's what I'm
because
saying.
of Flight, yeah, he was a functioning cocaine head, like alcoholic and drug addict.
I'm drunk right now.
Which is crazy because that was Denzel Washington's life from what I started learning and reading, because he did do drugs.
Yeah, he was alcoholic.
But I knew something was up because when his son came on the Breakfast Club, and his son wasn't really giving his father praise, right. He was giving his mother praise. I knew something was strange with the relationship.
Well, the whole thing is, especially a boy gonna see the harm that the man do to his mother mentally. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, anytime that I feel like a child doesn't necessarily speak of a certain way of the parent, I automatically kind of know something's going on there.
But Denzel said in the couple interviews, he said, "Sure, I had problems." He said, "Sure, I mean, things happen." Yeah. My kids, I did the best I could with my kids, but basically their mother was the one who reared them.
Yeah.
And it was dope the way he did it. But that's what I'm saying. Never be bigger than the program. Mm-hmm. So with that, the program was his wife. You feel me? The program was his wife. His wife set the precedence, set the tone, and reassured things.
Well, I do think that is the responsibility and the duty of a wife.
Yeah, but so that's why Big Ma is no one is bigger than Big Ma until she passed. Then it's Papa.
And then that's when the family basically falls apart.
Because
nobody else, I believe, is breeding.
Unless the grandfather's still alive.
No,
they don't have as much.
It's not the same as
like
my granddad. Because my Big Ma left before Poppy, and it was like destruction.
Because grandads don't have to. They're men of not many words, but you still respect them. But they don't hold the glue like
baby. Poppy would hit that cane on the table,
and that's it.
And
that's
you
all
knew,
he had
like,
to do.
Okay, shut up, Poppy.
That is all he had to do.
But that's what I'm saying.
As I said, they don't have to say much.
But when Big Ma left, chaos.
Yeah,
because now and then you need another. Usually, is the oldest.
Yeah.
Female that comes and step in,
and then
we saw that in Soul Food.
See,
and there's always be the middle one who has the tone, who has the better tone.
You think so?
Yeah.
The middle one.
The middle.
Girl.
Yes.
Because it can't be the boy.
No.
The middle girl.
Yeah.
So you don't think that a guy period could be the glue?
Yeah.
Not like
is that a man like, being bigger than a program?
No, I think he can bring people together, but I think the woman is going to do the other thing.
Yeah.
So I believe that it's the woman.
The men at the end when Big Ma's gone, the man be like fix the flat. It's temporary too.
Well, because 9 times out of 10 they leave after Big Ma has passed on. Yeah. Usually Granddaddy, Poppy, whatever, they kind of follow right after.
It's crazy how much the father, like if the father passed away, the mother live on longer.
Yeah.
But if the wife passed, the father don't stay that long.
Yeah, because Poppy died. Yeah, Poppy left 3 years after Big Ma.
Yeah.
Which was surprising.
Because look how much he has to then take on. He has to be the glue to be strong for the kids, himself. And even if they're grown, that's still a hit. That's still a loss.
Except for my granddad on my dad's side. He outlived both his wives.
Wow, damn.
Yeah. But that man never stopped. Granddad worked all the way up until he was like 80. So like,
I'm sure. They took pride in him.
He worked.
I mean, because...
Like he would go to the farm. He would do stuff in his yard. Like Granddad worked.
Yeah.
That was probably his way of living.
He just wasn't a man that he didn't sit still.
That's what I'm talking about. That was probably his way of living.
Probably. I don't know. But I know he had them guns, and when I would go over there, he was cleaning them.
Yeah.
And he had a cigar.
Yeah.
But yeah, he outlived both of his wives. Yeah,
it's a thing.
Yeah, so
I'm sure he kept up with himself too. So that says a lot.
Well, he had his daughters, and everybody was taking care of Granddad. So. But yeah, that was on my dad's side. So it's
nice.
I just think that the women are the glue.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like that.
And they know everything.
Women are definitely the glue.
Yeah, I think women are the glue. So then no one's bigger than the woman.
That's a whole other story for me.
I'm asking because if the woman is the program, does that mean no one's bigger than the woman?
And so here's what I always said. I always believe the God is a woman. And people used to always contest me on it, right? And
I have something on that.
My theory of life is God as being a female, and it's only because of the way things are set up genetically. I believe that we got two chromosomes, right? X and a Y, right? That's a male, and a female are two X's, right? The dots on the X all connect, right? And there's only on the Y you only got 3 dots.
Yeah, it's y'all short one.
Well, that's because it fell off because we are all female. We are birth female first.
Yes.
And then the chromosome, some say it grows into, I said no, but I think it falls off.
It falls off.
So if it falls off, that's what gives us the reproduction organ of having a penis.
Thank you for using the correct terminology.
Dick. So, but I think they gave us those 2 chromosomes gave women who they are. And if you ever look at how 2 X's are built, it's like a vagina.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. No, it's like a birth canal. I mean, like
an X.
Yeah, and I can show you Hand me this. I got this pen right here.
Oh, I see. If it's on top of each other?
No, no matter if it's on top of each other. It's things like this, like for legs. I mean, it's a lot of things.
I see. Okay.
And then
you ain't got to show.
Right.
Stop drawing.
Right. And so I've learned.
So this is why you think that God is.
God is, and also
is a woman.
Is a woman.
So why wouldn't He make the woman first?
Because God recreated or reinvented Himself.
That's interesting.
I
think He has both traits.
I can imagine God being a hermaphrodite.
No, I'm saying like.
No, I'm being honest with you.
Well, because I don't think God is a person.
Of course.
Yeah, so I believe He has both traits, which is why you do see feminine and masculine.
Oh, you definitely gonna see.
Which is why you have to have man and woman.
But you should,
because you see both. So I think He has both.
But you
traits,
should never see masculinity in a woman is taught. A masculine and femininity. And femininity in a man is not. So it's natural.
That's interesting. Wait, so what's the masculinity in a woman that's taught?
What's up? Being masculine. Women are not masculine.
Being masculine?
Yes.
Well, first, I'm not going to say what's up, but.
But that's not saying the word, but acting masculine. Want to do masculine things. This is why that's why so
a woman
unnatural.
Saying what's up?
No, I'm not saying just that. I just want the way they carry themselves. You know what I mean? Wanting to do what men do.
Oh, like fix stuff?
Or take a punch. When it comes to taking a punch, now it's a whole...
maybe it's on like...
So it's a whole different story.
But you said in men, it's more natural.
Yeah, because how a man hold a cigarette, naturally, it's like feminine. And guys, when they get in prison, just certain things that guys naturally do that's feminine. And it's natural, and there's nothing wrong with it until that's how you can really tell. I don't know. That's how you can really tell a sissy in the beginning. Like,
girls who play basketball sit on the bench a certain way. They do. That's not taught.
Yes, it is.
With their elbows on their knees.
I feel like that's taught.
It is. It's taught by their counterparts. They learn their counterparts as the men basketball players. And that's what they learn from. They sit like men and everything on basketball. They don't sit there and cross their legs and shit like on the court.
No, because
they can't take you serious.
I could. Yeah, I could not be.
Yeah, that's too
crossing my legs.
Right, that's too feminine, right? So what I'm trying to tell you,
but it wasn't something that I felt that was. I didn't naturally cross my legs.
You didn't feel like you were masculine because of that.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's a masculine trait. And the reason why I say that is because you and Todd have, y'all have said like some women that have both masculine and feminine traits. So that's why I'm like, what are masculine traits?
Well, the masculine traits is being pushed into a position that they would have not normally have been.
Oh, so like women taking care of the household?
Well, they're not. No.
So let's take it there.
Wait a minute. You can't really say they're taking care of the household when they created the household.
They created the household. Yeah. Okay, so women going out here working 9 to 5s, are those masculine traits?
No, the masculine traits is when they want to lay concrete. And then
so
what I'm
the
saying,
women that do construction, are those considered masculine traits?
Yeah, because majority of the times women don't want to be doing that shit.
No, I'm holding the sign.
So that's my.
But I'm supporting.
Right, I'm playing supporting cast to my man who would do construction for real.
I'm definitely just gonna hold that sign. I don't want to do it.
So I've been writing this book for going on like 29 years now. It's called I Never Learned.
You ever gonna see the book?
Hopefully, it's called I Never Became a Man Till I Learned How to Love You, the Black Woman. And it's only because
that's a good title.
In order to become a man, you have to see the femininity in yourself. You have to.
So what does that look like?
Knowing how to show emotion. Like y'all have seen me cry before.
Being emotionally intelligent.
But a lot of women don't seem to be receptive of the man being emotional.
Of course not, but we have to be receptive when y'all be emotional. So that again,
because it's a given.
But
I feel like
all I'm trying to say is when you never heard of nature being Father Nature.
No, it's
Mother Nature.
But I think that's interesting that you say that, and the reason why is because I know some dudes that they're in tune with their emotions, but then the women is like
they're soft.
No, but they be like, okay, cool. Like they express their emotions, but then on the side you be like, "What? They shut up and stop acting like you know what I'm saying?" So it's like, of course you're not gonna say it to your face, but I'm saying it's kind of sad that y'all get that because
but how about
it is? I mean, like
hurting.
It's like, oh my goodness, why are you acting like a punk right now? Like, dang.
But don't you think God?
Like I'm human.
Don't you think God cry out for every time He loses a child?
Yeah, but okay. So here's
That's
the thing.
interesting.
I'm telling you,
I think it's okay for men to
brings
be.
me back to the movie I watched.
Which is.
She don't remember
She
that.
don't
No,
know.
I remember. It's just y'all probably didn't see it on TV.
So name it.
She said it's on Tubi.
So name the movie.
When Sis Us Cry.
When's what?
When Sis Us Cry. That's how it was.
Okay.
That was the title.
That's why I never seen it. Go ahead.
No, so like,
Be like that.
so what I've learned, like, so when dudes are being emotional and expressing their feelings, right? It's like, okay, I can be receptive to this. I can see this, but it's one of those things where it's like I see how they can get annoyed with us when they constantly do it all the time, because then it's like, okay, now you are being a woman.
Got it.
It's like, so now you got to complain about everything.
So
So
you feel
now
like they
I
get
feel
annoyed
like
with us?
they get annoyed with us because it's like, well, dang, we are being a little bit
Yes.
bratty, and I was justified today.
Well,
But I'm saying, like, I can see it from that spectrum, because it's like, well, it's okay. Like, okay, maybe he does feel this way. I didn't think about it that way. But if he constantly is feeling this way, now it's a problem.
Yeah, we have an issue.
Now we have a problem.
Yeah.
Well, another thing, so when I told people I was infatuated about learning about the devil, it wasn't because of, if God was a jealous God, God would have got rid of the devil a long time ago.
Yeah, but he's a jealous guy.
Wait a minute. God is a woman. So that's why. So hold on. That's why he keep her. She cannot kill her own child. Who she? So,
I believe that I believe God has. I believe He possessed the traits of both. Because
the traits.
The reason why I say that, because why are we calling Him Father God?
No, we didn't call Him nothing. We don't call her. So
well, technically, God's name is I Am. If we want to get technical, and we really want to call it something.
There you go. Because you always want to look within yourself first.
Yeah, his name is I Am.
So that's why he said
that I am. Now, the other names that he has and that he was given is because those names were revealed based on what was done, or
people was going
or
through.
they experienced.
Right.
So that's the truth. But the real part of who God's name is, I am. And we learned that when Moses said, "Who do I tell them sent me?" And he says, "Tell them I am." That I am sent you. So that's God's real name.
But in my studies, when you start looking at things, it shows that it say honor thy
mother and father.
It don't say father first. And other things that it was placed upon me when I started doing studies, that it says God said in Genesis how God gave it. So it said I created man and male and female. I created
them, he, them.
No, not he, them.
It does say
different.
If I pull it up.
Go ahead. I created them and called their name Adam. So I was the representation of Adam was plural to me.
Which makes sense because our bodies are made up of Adam.
Thank you. Well, not just that word, because that word Adam was not created or evolved in science until like later, like 1800s. So that was not even a part. The reason why, because Adam is a plural word, Eve is a plural word. I have a belief that Adam and Eve was groups of people and not a singular person. So when God, when they created Adam and Eve, Cain to Abel, Cain killed Abel, which means Cain killed off a whole other group of people. And it's crazy on how people formulated into four people. If that's the case, that means Eve had to be the first part of incest in the beginning of time of people. So I can't come to myself that God will have the mother.
Oh, okay, that's a part. He, him, male and female created. He, them.
Yeah,
that's in King James.
Yeah, but that's in King James. But
if you go to New King James, it just says.
New King James.
Well, I study King James. That's why they tell you study King James.
Well, King James
I
is a
told you
homosexual.
he, them. Created them. I just said that.
He was a homosexual.
Oh my goodness.
He was. Seriously.
Well, yeah. That was back during that Shakespeare time, but that's a whole other topic.
But that's a whole other topic. The only reason why he even went out to be King James, because so he had rulerships over two kingdoms at one time. It's crazy. But
when you go deep into it, when you start studying,
I've been studying this for a while.
Yeah.
But again.
But I mean, I can see your take on why you think that God is a woman.
Yeah.
I think that God possesses both traits.
But here's the thing. Yeah. There's nothing that you do as a woman that's masculine.
No, because I'm a woman.
But that's what I'm saying. There's nothing. It has to be taught or self-inflicted. You have to want to act like a man.
And I never do. Yeah.
But henceforth, especially when
But
you're in traffic.
y'all just naturally women is what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all just naturally women is what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying, there's femininity in every man.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I mean, because we take on femininity during the process of us becoming a child, coming to this earth.
Yeah, no, that's true. Which would make sense too. I mean, I can see your perspective on it because even when the devil did what he did in the garden and he came back and he was basically saying that the woman was going to bruise his head.
Yeah, but at the same time.
Which makes sense. Why you say that? I get it. I mean, like if you study it and break it down.
It's so much stuff that leads on to God as a female or more of a woman than God as a man.
So you think God taps more into his feminine traits?
And also there's so many
Chanie,
different.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, I'm letting y'all do y'all thing.
No, but what I'm saying
that is fine.
It's so many different ways God is placed in the Bible. G-O-D, capital G-O-D, all caps G.
Which it could be.
Then Lord. I mean, all this.
I mean, it could be. I can see your perspective on that because, when you go into the Bible and read when he destroyed women, when it came to certain things, women were dangerous in the Bible, and they got it good. Because Jezebel. My God, the way she died was sad.
But you ever notice? Bible only speaks of women as an individual and never as a group. And I tell people this all the time.
Like what? What do you mean?
You only can name women in individually, right? Man is specified in groups, and a lot of times.
How so? In the Bible?
The Shiite. I mean, yeah, in the Bible and in the Quran.
Well, because there were the virgins. You had the virgins. Those were a group of women.
Really?
You had the women that went and removed the stone. Those were a group of women.
Keep going.
The women that washed.
You talking about people who done things.
So you're talking. So you're saying.
And when it came down to consequences, it was only one singular woman was inflicted.
But Paul didn't move in a group. Well, Paul and Silas. Never mind.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep listening.
Well, because I'm thinking. Okay, I have to think about what I read.
It's cool. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that women is very justifiable in their means in every step, and a man is not.
So that's why you think women are the most dangerous creatures on this planet.
The number one killer, I've been saying, the number one killer to black men is black women.
And I believe that America knew that, and they used that
all the time.
And they're still killing them.
And that's why the number one assassins who always get off is women assassins.
And that's why I love to play those characters.
I mean, you got to realize the only people.
Those are my dream characters. I'm not gonna lie.
The only people who highlight female assassins and the guardians is other cultures. And then when they did it with the Woman King, we was pissed off.
And I enjoyed Woman King.
I enjoyed it too.
I mean, it wasn't. It was cool.
But
I enjoyed to watch it, but it wasn't let me go watch it again.
But you know who the first black female warrior was, right? Was Wonder Woman's sister.
Was it? I'm trying to. Okay, so Calvin said, very disingenuous to change the view of the entire man during moments of a clear turmoil in a man's everyday life. The nurturing part of a woman should be able to discern when to support instead of seeing him as weak or a punk.
Well, the only reason why those are Americanized women too. Let's just specify.
Yeah,
Americanized women do that.
No, but you do have some men that are a little naggy.
Well,
a little emotional. Am I lying, Chanie?
I mean,
no, they are.
But it's the same for women, and I just said that. I said you have some women that are a little naggy, a little emotional.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this too: women who has their father in their life show up different.
Yeah, I would say that.
Same thing with men.
Yeah.
If there's a man in his life, he shows up different.
Because I have a few male friends that actually had their father. Mm-hmm. And when they are expressing emotionally and things like that, it's different. Yeah. But I'm more I'm very understanding because it's okay, I get it. That makes sense. And then we'll go back and forth with different views and perspectives and stuff like that. But yeah, but the ones that don't have.
But you and Chanie do two things that most women don't do.
Which is?
Listen.
She don't always
No.
listen.
It depends on what you're saying. It depends on what you're
Because
saying.
Chanie know how to tune out real right. But what I'm saying is,
But I ain't talking about.
I definitely know how to
you talking about to me?
I'm talking about just if
You talking about to me?
or as a friend.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm saying is, most women who be males friends, a lot of times y'all just want to say, "So you had to do something, Miles," and it'd be like,
typically I do. No, seriously, I really do. And then you be like, right? Then you be like,
well, hold on, women. The whole truth is, that's not what you're supposed to do when you're talking to a friend. You should just listen.
So we're not friends with you, is what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because we can't hold you accountable.
No,
so we're not your friend, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying this is the most important thing about a woman. A woman just listen.
Yeah. She should.
And she don't look to give you, well, you had to do something. A woman
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Listen, but a real woman would listen, take it in, and let you get your breaths together.
Well, that's really one of the secrets, women. If you know how to listen, he gonna tell you a lot. Just shut up sometimes.
That's true. Because he'll feel like he can.
Because the real... Never mind. I'm about to put our secrets out.
No, you have to put your secrets out.
He really can.
I'm not going to put my secret out there.
I already know.
You don't know my secret.
I don't know your secrets, but I know secret of women.
I was going to say, Miles think he just got the
Okay,
sauce.
he swear he got it.
First of all, I am the sauce.
Miles, nobody's bigger than the program.
You got nothing.
Sorry about that. But I am the program.
No, but I have learned that when women are quiet and learn to listen, that men do tend to be very, very, very expressive.
I mean, we can be very expressive and without judgment. See, most men...
Yeah, y'all be afraid of somebody judging y'all.
I know, but I understand
we
how...
know, because you disrespectful.
As hell. Because I could be just as ignorant as the next person. You feel me? So that'd be my thing. And that's why I say you are never bigger than the program. This is why, if anybody know me, I be around women majority of my time, because I have no time to be around men who's judgmental. Mm-hmm. Men are more judgmental.
Yes, they are. I would say y'all are.
In a malicious way.
Yeah. Because y'all get y'all feelings hurt so fast, and then now women the devil, and they this, and they that. No. All because don't nobody want you.
Say it be a thing.
Don't nobody want you, now you mad.
It's not because nobody wants you. It's just that we'll see the bum who you wind up being with, and then be like, damn.
It ain't even that, but my thing is...
to you. He may not be a bum.
Hold on.
No, he probably a bum.
I'm saying he may not be a bum.
Listen, it's the whole truth. When men cannot be no bigger in the program, right? So 9 times out of 10, men just go for men and women. You wind up becoming the person who you talked about the most.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, people.
You wind up saying, "I never do that. I never do that." Then you look up now.
That's
you
why
got
you should
4.
say, "I never say never."
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the whole thing is, this is why you should never try to be bigger than the program. If you know that. This when a women be talking to me about how they do it is, I be saying to myself, she lying.
What you mean? I need an example. I need an example.
Definitely need an example.
Because Chanie is now you want an example. When I ask
can you use it in a sentence, please?
Need an example.
Give me an example.
The definition.
I'm about to give you an example.
Synonyms.
I'm about to give